It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chargers and the Pats, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Marcus Jones, a return man. Oh, some strong running. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Herbert now. He's got it to Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Herbert on 1st down now. Finding Williams once more, complete. Still going. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Eckler. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Jones now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Elliott.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 39-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, it's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 25, here's second down at a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Bell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And Parker's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off play action. Jones.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
The LA defense defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he returns this to the 22. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. Herbert back to the air. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It will be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll get this to the 32.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Jones on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Herbert now. Open man, it's Palmer.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
New England's offense set to go. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Throwing Jones.
Through the middle of the field.
And down to the 19-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough.
2nd and a couple.
It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Feeling feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move?
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Eckler, they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 20-14, a minute 50 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Final minute. 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Jones.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers. Trailing by a point. 33 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Throwing, Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Herbert going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumble can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now Herbert throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for New England, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.